Welcome back to the Raven. Now this may be a little bit of a clip show, so to speak, because I'm going to be going around looking for anything I may have missed, because I'm not sure exactly where to go from here. I have a few ideas, but I don't really know exactly. Also, I haven't gotten over my cold yet, so my voice probably sounds terrible, and I may be coughing and stuff. I'll try to edit it out, but if I listen to all my footage to edit out any coughing, that means it takes that much longer to do, so we'll see. Let's see what this is about that. See, there you go. About the ice bucket.
The alcoholic drinks and everything that goes with them is top-notch on this ship.
You mean? Top-notch. Okay, well there wasn't much to say about that.
As expected, fresh ice and tongs.
Oh, there we go. Perfect. That's exactly what we needed.
What is the meaning of this? Are even the police light-fingered nowadays?
I need this tool for a criminal investigation.
Well then, why didn't you say so? But bring the tongs back when you're done. Otherwise, I'll have cold fingers all day.
Right. Sorry to disrupt your drinking there, Captain. It's a good thing you don't have to drive the ship or anything. Alright, that's exactly what we needed to reach down inside that vase and pick out whatever is in there. Maybe that'll give us a lead. Or maybe at the very least something we can get a blood sample with. So we still need to get a blood sample. Well, if you ask me, he should just cut out a bit of that blanket. And then that'd be sufficient, I'd imagine, but...
The unusual color of the blood could be something that Legrand and Dr. Gebhardt missed last night. All cats are gray in the dark, as the saying goes. I should take a sample.
So he says that, but he doesn't automatically do it, so I have to figure out some way to do it. Here's my sample bag, but I can't use that on there, so... I'm guessing we'll need to cut out a piece of it, because I don't see any other way. If it's soaked in, we wouldn't be able to, like, wipe it up on a cloth or anything. Look at those ridiculous, reflections.
Good work. There's something in there. Ah.
Yes?
Someone stuffed this in the vase. Looks like it's been used to muffle a gunshot.
Called it.
If this isn't an important discovery, I don't know what is. Legrand, here I come.
Yeah, so like I thought then, her death was faked. This isn't real blood. So, she just had to come in here and she muffled a gunshot there. And maybe dropped the, muffled it into a pillow and then dropped the weapon somewhere. And the doctor picked it up and he was part of the whole scheme, so he pushed her into the, well, he got her into his place, and then that's why he covered up her face, the Baroness's face, when we entered, because she was still alive. He didn't want us to really see that. I'm not sure why he was up all night, though. That seems a little odd. Like, what would he be doing all night if he wasn't actually performing an autopsy? If I want to know, I don't know. Oh well. Let's... oh, God damn it. Let's go and show this to Legrand. Still don't know how to take a blood sample, but maybe that'll come to me as we go. He said we should take a sample.
A singed pillowcase is proof that there must have been a second gunshot.
Maybe.
Inspector?
Guess I hadn't thought of that. Never mind. Maybe I was wrong.
Can't you knock?
I didn't realize. I'm really...
I'm not getting anywhere. I'm going to question each passenger individually. Anyone without an airtight alibi will be checked for gunshot residue.
But, Inspector...
People trip up when you put pressure on them, Constable Zellner. The Raven is nervous. He's changed his methodology and become a murderer.
We're not going to mention it to him?
I'll see it in his eyes. After you.
But, Inspector Legrand...
Oh, come on, just spit it out.
We have no proof that the Raven and the murderer are the same person.
You may not know it, but I do. I will catch him, with or without your help.
He talks like he's chewing gum.
I don't believe it. What's gotten into him? Oh, well. It makes no sense to tell him about my theories if his opinion is already set. I need evidence. Or better yet, the murderer. I also need his lab if I'm going to get anywhere. I need to get in there somehow. And I really need to talk to the stowaway. He may have information, and the inspector will just ignore him, since he's too young to be the Raven.
And what are we gonna do then? Oh, I had my cursor back. Okay. I assume it's just locked, right? We have to find somebody to pick it.
Legrand locked the door. The lock isn't especially secure. If I had a wire or something like that, I could probably pick it.
So when did we get so good at picking locks, I wonder? What's your history there, Zellner? It's a little suspicious.
Dr. Gebhardt locked the door, and until I have good... Something tells me that he wouldn't...
Yeah, okay. Anything else I may be missing here? Hopefully something's changed now, because otherwise I'm kind of out of leads. Wait, plant. Examine the plant.
A pitiful attempt to make the interior of the ship seem less dreary. A bit of paint on the walls would have helped more, especially since a plant won't survive long without daylight.
Yeah? Anything else about it?
There are little stones in the flower pot.
Wonder what those would be good for.
Not only does the poor plant have to make do without sunlight, it doesn't have any soil either.
It's probably fake. No?
Really? What am I supposed to do with stones?
I don't know. But take them anyway, because we can.
Although, sooner or later.
Yeah. That was the first time he ever questioned us taking something, so it's kind of interesting.
Small, even stones. Probably easier to handle on a ship than real soil. I'm sure that the pillow was used as a silencer. If Legrand doesn't want to hear about it, that's his problem.
Yeah, so I guess maybe she was killed then? Perhaps? Because I guess using a silencer in that way wouldn't explain why they heard the gunshot and then she seemed to be dead. That wouldn't really fit. So maybe we can ask him about the pillowcase. Nope.
The death of his mistress doesn't really bother Inch. He's only worried about his own future.
Well, no surprise. He's got a name of Inch. Come on. Someone who's got a name like that has got to be very self-conscious. Oh yeah, here we go. Automatic
Christ,
progress.
Come on, you have to give me a bit more. You're the only one who was on the train and who has no alibi for last night.
As I said, I was in my cabin.
Are you sure that it was your cabin and not the Baroness's?
Legrand will question the guests, one after another. But if he doesn't get the answers that he wants to hear, it could become unpleasant for them.
Oh well, screw him. I somehow missed out on getting Baroness's purse from that guy, so yeah, to hell with him. I don't care about him. Chafing dish? What? What the hell?
English ham and eggs. One advantage on an international trip is the international breakfast. Many of my fellow countrymen think it's outrageous to eat fried bacon, sausages, or anything heavy for breakfast. I, on the other hand, think ham and eggs are the only worthwhile contribution the English have made to international cuisine.
Oh snap. Take that, Englishman.
It's not fair. There's a magnificent buffet, but I don't have an appetite. Maybe a side effect of the tranquilizer. It's not fair. There's a...
So, really that's it? Oh, coffee. Was this here before?
Excellent.
Well, why not? Clearly didn't pour anything, by the way.
Ah, that's just what I needed.
Good for you. I don't like coffee. And he puts it back so some other sucker comes along and is like, oh, this cup looks relatively clean. And then they use it. And they get whatever Zellner has. There's got to be more to it than just that. Probably just going to say it's not fair again, right?
There's
Yeah, okay. There's got to be something with all this stuff, though.
Coffee is not bad at all, but 1 cup is enough.
Alright. So it comes down to the dishes, which have got to be important somehow. Just not sure how. Alright, well, let's go see what the inspector is screwing up now.
Legrand is absorbed in the interrogation. He still seems pretty annoyed. The violinist seems to be bearing the brunt of it.
I guess we can't listen in?
Legrand will attend to the interrogations, and I'll handle the investigation. I won't talk to him again until I'm ready to present the murderer.
Alright. So we basically have to go over everything again, because who knows what may have changed.
Lady Westmacott, may I bother you for a moment?
By all means, Mr. Zellner.
How is the questioning going?
Are you implying that I'm an eavesdropper? The inspector is placing a lot of pressure on our dear Mr. Kreutzer. He's the only one who was on the train, and who doesn't have an alibi for last night.
Perhaps. But him? A murderer?
I know people like him. He doesn't have enough backbone to kill someone in cold blood and remain so calm. He'd turn it into a drama, and then a farce. Drink himself insensible, and then, railing at fate, pitch himself into the sea. Forget him. Legrand is wasting his time. Mr. Kreutzer just happens to be a perfect fit for the inspector's image of the Raven.
Athletic, cultured, moves among the rich and famous.
I'll eat his violin if he's the Raven or the murderer.
I have to be going, Lady Westmacott.
Please keep me informed, Constable Zellner.
Of course.
I'm guessing that his violin doesn't have much flavor, so hopefully he does not turn out to be them. I don't suppose we can show this to her, can we? No? Alright. Enter the afterdeck? I guess may as well.
Bother her.
Oh.
Her mind is still razor sharp, and I'll need it to crack this case. I don't want to blunt it by using it too often.
Yeah. Alright. Too bad her mind isn't actually a razor, or we could use her mind to cut a blood sample out of the mattress. Oh, he's not looking too happy. Oh, Miss Mayers, that one American bitch. Alright. We'll talk to her last.
Captain DeConti seems old and tired. The price you pay for a life like his, I suppose.
He looks depressed.
I'm sure Captain DeConti wouldn't mind a chat, but I don't think he can help me at the moment.
Fair enough.
I'm sure...
Why can I keep clicking on him then? Oh well. Oh well. Anything else here? Nope. Let's talk to the bitch.
Miss Mayers seems to have found an opportunity to do nothing.
Well, that is kind of her life in a nutshell, isn't it?
Hello, Miss Mayers.
Hello, Mr.
Constable Zellner.
Talk about your
Do you
sunbathing.
think it's appropriate to go sunbathing in a situation like this?
What situation?
A woman was murdered last night.
If refusing to sunbathe could bring the dead back to life, I'd go back to my cabin immediately.
Alright. A little flippish of her. Flippant, I mean. But whatever.
Did you hear or see anything suspicious last night?
No, I didn't feel very well last night. I went to bed early.
So, you're feeling better this morning?
Thanks for asking.
I wonder if she had some of the champagne and that's why she wasn't feeling so good.
I'm sure your parents are truly sorry that they can't be with you at this difficult time.
Maybe. But I'm not a little girl anymore. And thinking about my fiancé keeps me going.
You're engaged?
Yes. My boyfriend and I got engaged right before the trip. I want to surprise my parents, especially my dad.
I'm sure he'll be very surprised. But what will you do if your father doesn't agree to the engagement?
What choice does he have when he put me on this boat full of thieves and murderers in the first place?
Charming. Enjoy the sun, Miss Mayers, and don't let us disturb you.
If you're trying to make me feel guilty, Constable, it's not working.
Whatever. Screw her. Next time on The Raven, we continue to search around, see if we can find something that does something. See you then.